what's going on, everyone? It's B. Avery,
And I'm Malcolm Toussaint.
and we're here with you for our review on Draft Day. Now, we were lucky enough to see an early screening last week, and we're just not shooting a video, so this will contain non-spoilers until most likely the end, and we'll get into all the spoilers up, down, in, out, left, and right. But for right now, we're going to give you our non-spoiler opinion. I think last time I let you go first. And if you don't mind, I would like to go first.
Go ahead.
Like to go
ahead and take it.
And Draft Day, my expectations, I'm going to go with that first.
That tone, oh my gosh.
The roof.
Oh, okay.
The reason why my expectations were through the roof is this movie comes out April the 11th, and they've been giving screenings for this movie ever since like December, January. And usually when that's the case, the studio's proud of the product they have at hand and want a healthy buzz when the release date comes. Now, were my expectations met? Not necessarily. I wasn't disappointed. The movie was still great, and I did enjoy it. I thought it started out very slow, but came together in the end. Had a lot of funny, not a lot of funny moments, but a few funny moments, great character moments. There are some elements that did stick out to me, and it was like nails on a chalkboard. But overall, I really enjoyed the film, and I look forward to seeing it again. It makes me want to get more information on the NFL because I like sports, but I'm not like a diehard sports guy. But when this movie, my brother and my father my dad, when this movie ended, I wanted to call them on the phone and like, hey man, is this true? Is this what's going on? Is this really how Draft Day is? It was a very entertaining film, and I enjoyed it for the most part. So
it was entertaining. I mean, I like football, so I was interested. I didn't think it would be a great film at all. It's probably one of the most predictable movies that I can remember seeing in a long time.
Really?
It's up there. Yeah, I predicted every single moment. Like, it was really bad, but it still was an okay film. Great casting, love the cast and some of the actors in the film. But it was good. It was on the line because it was so predictable.
I can't wait to ask you, I guess in the spoiler section, what was so predictable. Because for me, I had no idea things were going to play out that way.
Oh my gosh.
When they were gambling back and forth over the phone, negotiating. Draft day. I'm pretty sure someone out there, some diehard sports fan, knows Draft Day in and out, knows all the ins and outs, how it works, and all of that. I don't. So this was fresh for me. And the movie, this is not a spoiler, but the movie takes place in only one day. It's Draft Day, early in the morning, and we're constantly given a timer of how much time is left until there's only a few seconds left, and everyone has to put in their picks for the draft.
Mm-hmm.
And I lost so much interest towards the beginning. Didn't really care, but I just didn't predict that it was going that way. Something that stood out for me the most that I did not like were the constant title cards of the stadiums. That every time they went to a new stadium, like when they went to the Cowboys, this is Dallas Cowboys Stadium. This is Kansas City. This is Lincoln Financial. This is Buffalo Bills. You don't have to keep doing that.
I liked it.
I felt that I was watching. I thought another movie was about to start each time they did that.
No.
And for me, I mean, the people that are going to go see this movie most likely know football.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to know the teams, by the look of the stadium, by the cast, by the colors.
But it just added so much more. It was just like, it's a great camera shot, over the city, over the stadium. Yeah. And they had the beautiful logo there and the name of the city. I thought it worked.
Well, and that's fine.
That's the thing. That's why I wasn't too excited about this movie because I didn't understand how they would make actual Draft Day in the war room exciting and interesting. So that little things like that definitely kept you alert. To what was going on.
There you go. He liked
set
it.
pieces.
I really didn't like it that much. Something that stood out for me was the constant editing when people were conversing over the phone, the telephone, or whether it's via Skype, text message, or whatever. They kept splitting the camera, the screen down the middle like it was a comic book cutout or something like that. And then what even made it more painstaking is the fact that sometimes the character would cross over the comic book line and they created like the arm. It would, I don't know. I didn't like that. I thought it was quite sloppy. Every time they did it, I'm like, oh gosh, stop it. It was making me cringe a little bit.
I thought it added to the intensity. You got two people on the phone talking about a business deal between two football players, and it's going to take a while. And of course, like they had to do things like that to add to the visualness of the film, and I liked it. I was a fan of it.
Well, I mean, there are a ton of movies out there, and in all those movies, a lot of people are talking on the phone. Pretty much in every movie, someone is talking on the phone, and they don't ever do that, and it seems to work. But I can't knock Mr. Ivan Reitman for trying something different. I mean, he knows what he's doing. I mean, Ivan
He
Reitman,
made Ghostbusters 2.
Ghostbusters 1 and 2. No Strings Attached, My Super Ex-Girlfriend, Evolution, Dave, Junior, Twins, Father's Day, 7 days, 6 days, 7 nights. He's done a lot of stuff. Son is Jason Reitman, who did the movie earlier this year, Labor Day, which was pretty. I liked it. You can check out our review. So yeah, this was directed by Reitman. I just didn't like his choice with the ongoing logos of the team and the editing of characters conversing over the phone. That's really my only complaint, other than it started out a little slow for me. If I wanted to go to a favorite character, it was Jennifer Gardner.
Those lips.
Besides those lips, because they are very nice. Ben Affleck, please don't get mad at me. But she did, she's a very attractive woman. But I liked her character. She seemed like a character that had a lot to say, but just wanted to keep it to herself and just mind her own damn business. I don't know, just like she seemed like she bit her tongue a lot, and she was just more mature than everybody else, in my opinion. But she just stayed in her lane. She was a lady. It's kind of, I kept thinking lady in the streets, freak in the sheets type thing. Her character, Mr. Affleck, not Jennifer Garner, but she was my favorite character in the film. What about, did you have a favorite?
She was cool. I mean, she was cool to look at. I liked the Tom Michaels, Patrick Saint, Esprit. He was the owner of the Seahawks.
Yeah,
I love him. Like, he's a great actor.
I liked him too. I keep thinking about League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. I mean, that was a great movie. A lot of people shit on that movie, but I really did like it. He was the owner of the Seahawks, the main team.
That wasn't the main team.
The Browns. He was the owner of the Browns.
No. I'm talking about the owner of the Seahawks.
Oh, okay. I guess I'm thinking about.
You think about
who was the owner of the Browns then?
The ball head old guy. Like I said, it was great. It was a great cast.
Yeah.
Well,
go ahead.
I'm trying to think of the guy's name. See if I can look it up.
You should already looked it up, man.
Why? I didn't really. That's your character. I didn't care about him.
Hey, man, I'm not looking it up. You don't gotta look it up for me.
I know who I like.
Yeah. I did like all the cameos. Chris Berman, of course, he's all over ESPN. Deion Sanders, Puff Daddy. Not spoiling, these are in the trailers. I mean, it really felt real. It really felt like a real draft day. I still haven't talked to my brother about it because he don't want to spoil it for him. But I just really want to know: do things really happen like that, transpire that way? In the day of the draft. I
don't know. I just watch when it's being like showcased. So I don't know what's going on in the war rooms and how the deals are made or whatever. I just know I see when they announce, who the team picks. So it was, whether it's realistic or not, to me, it really wasn't a concern. I mean, it felt real,
Yeah,
so.
It did feel real. I really enjoyed it. I mean, I was engaged about halfway, through the point in the movie. Because they're doing all these trading and negotiations, and sometimes it seems like someone is selling their soul. But they're really just a genius. It's like, no, you think you got me, but I'm really, moving all the pieces on the chessboard, and that's exactly what happened. I don't want to spoil it for you, but I mean, it was a good film. I don't know if I would buy it. I don't know if it was that good.
I would rent it.
Yeah, I would watch it again. I mean, I would recommend it, but I only watch movies that I buy is something that I can watch. Over and over and over. Well, of course, I think that's anybody.
Well, no. I'm one to watch a movie one time, and that's it. But if it's great, I'll support it. I'll buy it.
No, I'm saying, but people only will buy a movie if they want to watch it over and over and over again.
Yeah, something like that.
So, if you wanted to give this movie a rating out of 1 out of 10, what would you give it?
I would give it a 6.
Oh,
C plus.
okay.
It was the most predictable film this year so
And
far.
we will talk about that. In
We
just a
will.
second. I'm going to give Draft Day an 8 out of a 10.
Oh, okay.
I enjoyed it. Expectations were met, for the most part. It was just a good film, other than the editing with the comic book feel and the title cards of the logos and the name of the teams. Just a little slow beginning. I really did like it. Wasn't blown away, but it had a great ending.
Yeah.
I also really enjoyed Kevin Costner's relationship with his mother. I didn't touch on that. I really think, that was very realistic. They were going through a hardship,
Hmm.
and it was just a troubling time, and just things that are difficult to get through, and I like that.
Maybe I was a little bit too harsh. I was thinking about a 6.5, but
That was good, and then the scene where
it
they
was
went
so
out on the
predictable.
field, the scene when they went out on the field, the mother went on the field with the whole team. That was very funny, and it was just her way of just saying, "Okay, you want to be ass to me, son? Well, let me do this." Because that's what mothers do too. That's what they can do. But I guess you give it a 6. It looks like he's thinking about that. Like
Yeah, I'm
he's
thinking
ready.
about that.
I'm gonna stick to my 8, but we can go ahead and jump into the spoilers now. Just real
6.5
quick.
maybe.
Real quick.
Ah.
I guess the only thing to spoil is, I guess nothing.
What you mean nothing? Like, you knew at the very beginning of the movie who was really gonna be drafted, and that was entertaining.
You really knew that?
Yes, you did. Of course.
Okay.
He's a star, first of all. Plus, like, it just made the most sense. Like, throughout, he kept saying, "I'm gonna tell him to look at the tape," and the other guy just looked so shaky and just not like a team player. Like, it just seemed so obvious they were not going to draft this guy.
Okay, I'll give you that. But did you have any idea that after they didn't draft him, that the other teams went on to pick him up?
I really didn't.
Come on, be honest.
I really didn't care at that point. I just knew they were going to draft the linebacker who was sacking him.
Okay, but that was one player out of 3 or 4. The other ones. What did you think? What was his name? Bob Callahan.
But it's the Browns, so you knew they were going to do something like that. Like, oh, let's get the guy who's the prince of the city and his father played for us. Like,
okay,
it's a good little Hollywood movie, Like,
so towards the beginning of the movie,
so everything was gonna be perfect at the end. So I understood that.
So at the beginning of the movie, when Costner gave up the next 3 years of first round picks, so he can get the first one this year, did you really predict that he was going to get all his picks back?
Yes, and everybody behind me as well.
You really believe that?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just
At least, the first, the one, not the picks back, not that much. We talking about the actual players on the team. Like, you knew at the very beginning what was going to happen.
Okay.
But Kevin Costner was great, and most of the cast was great, so it was entertaining to watch. But it was just so predictable. Like, everything that was happening, like, it just seemed so obvious.
Well, not so much. I guess that's just because I'm not a football junkie, and if you are,
Well, it's not even about being a football junkie, just understanding, the players in this film. Like, you just saw what was going on, but you just wanted to see how it was going to turn out, the drama that was going to unfold in between, and also that damn. You know why it's a 6.6 for me?
Wow.
The ending. She's pregnant. Like, what? Like, what? Where did that come from? That was so weak.
They were smashing, dude.
But what relevance did that have with the story? Like, really?
Bro,
We understood the mother. The mother, finally came along and liked her. But what was that? What does that really do?
Nothing. It was just
Nothing.
It was closing out the story because Kevin Costner, he had a fallout with his mother because he didn't want to go spread the ashes on the field on that day.
Okay.
And so she's over here bummed out, and he's just telling her how things went. And Gardner's character comes by, and he just wants to, introduce them. Look, it was a happy high moment in his life. He just got the perfect team that he wanted. He was, covering up a wound with his mother, and okay, let me also, tell you that, hey, we're going to have a baby. You're going to be a grandmother. I don't know.
It just seemed really cheesy.
What?
Really cheesy. Yeah, really cheesy.
Okay, so do people not tell their parents when they're going to get,
when
they're going to have a child?
We're talking about this story, Draft Day. It just seemed really out of place. If he would have said, like, oh, we're going to be together, we're going to get married, but
I think that's where they were going.
Well, I don't know. It just seemed
That's fine if you feel that
it
way.
just seemed very cheesy to me. I just want to make. They want to make the moment a lot more happy. You know how Hollywood. You know, it's like, oh, we're gonna make it go up this high. Like everybody's happy, but it just
I'm
no.
sorry. I think that was the icing on the cake.
Yes,
I
it
mean,
was.
It was the bow on top. I don't understand how that didn't flow well for you. It flowed well for me. I was like, oh, that's nice. You know,
Oh, that's nice.
I didn't get all teary-eyed, but you know, it was nice. Little ending for me. But hey, guys, that's just my opinion,
Yeah, that's my opinion as well.
and we would love to hear yours too. So comment in that comment section below. Let us know how you feel about the movie and or our opinion. Whether you agree or you disagree, it doesn't matter because all films are subjective. Just because we like something doesn't mean you have to. Just because we dislike something doesn't mean you'll dislike it, vice versa, and all of that good stuff. So, if you want to follow me online, you can Facebook, Brendan Keith Avery, justmyopinion.net, or Instagram and Twitter at justmyopinion84.
You can find me on Twitter, Malcolm2G, or Instagram, MTOOG.
Well, there you go, guys. You've heard our opinion. We would love to hear yours as well. So comment in that comment section below. Give us that thumbs up. Click on that subscribe button. Become one of our subscribers so you can get all the content in the past, the present, and the future. Share with the world because we don't mind. And before you go, don't forget that my name is B. Avery. And that's just my opinion. Peace. Somebody was predictable. And that the movie, you just knew what was going on. And that
The whole entire it wasn't a bad ending, it was just predictable. Like it was a happy ending.
Like,
I get it.
Baby.
Oh, that was horrible. I was like, let me get out of here.
You're horrible.
The movie's already over with. What is this about?
Oculus was horrible. No.